Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is Love Apparent. In this video, I'll be showing us how I went about the cutting and sewing of the gown you saw on my thumbnail. Please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's get started. In making of this dress, I'm going to be using this pattern paper for my drafting. So I divide my shoulder by 2 and mark. From my shoulder, I came down to my chest line. I make a straight line connecting it to my chest line. I mark my bust point, mark my under bust, I mark my half length, so I've done labeling it. On my neck, I came in with 3 inches for my neck depth for my neck width and my neck depth. I used 3 inches. Came down with 1 inches to mark my shoulder slope. I divide my bust point by 2 and mark it all the way from my bust to my half length. I'll make a straight line connecting the dots. So here I came in with 1 inches and I came out 1.5 inches. I'll do the same on my under bust line. On my shoulder slope, I measure to get my midpoint. I'll connect it to my bust span line, as you can see. So I came out with 2 inches and connect it back to my bust span line. That line is going off. So I'll also connect that leg to my bust point. So I'll use my French curve to blend it. So now it's giving us the shape we wanted. I'll go ahead to shade this line. This line is going off, as you can see. So I will fold it and remark my shoulder line by adding extra 2 inches that is going off, just as you can see. So I'll go ahead to curve it back to my armhole. So this is our new shoulder line. On my bust points, I came in with 1 inches and I came down with 1 inches. The difference between my front back, that is 1 inch. So I connect it by making a straight line. I divide my bust by 4 and mark, plus my seam allowance. I divide my under bust by 4 and mark. So I place the dart going off plus my seam allowance. On my half length, I divide my half length. I divide by 4 and mark plus that's going off on my seam allowance. I'll go ahead to connect the lines. So I came up with 2 inches from my bust points. I will blend it back to my armhole. So you can decide to come up with 3 inches depending on what you want. You can decide to come down by 1.5 inches depending what you want. So here I will go ahead to mark the back. I divide my shoulder by 2 and I mark my chest line, my half length, and the length of my top. So for my neck width, I came in with 3 inches. For my neck depth, I came down with 1.5 inches. I came down with 1 inches for my shoulder slope. I divide my chest line by 4 and mark to get my armhole, and I connect it. I divide my half length. I divide my half length by 4 and mark, and I connect it. So the back does not have that. I'll go ahead to cut it off. So I'll fold the front start up this way. I'll cut open the shaded line because those ones are not involved. Here I will fold it and cut. So this is our yoke. So here is our front pattern, and I've already cut my back line, and here is our back pattern. Sorry, on my pattern I did include the zipper allowance, so please don't forget to include the zipper allowance when cutting on your fabric. So here is the back pattern drafting plus the front pattern. This video is becoming too long. On my next video I'm going to show you the sewing tutorial. Thank you for watching.